You're trying to start. You're trying to do the hard thing, and your brain is screaming at you to stop. That's not a character flaw. That's biology. Your brain's primary job is to keep you alive, and alive means conserving energy. Starting something hard, something unfamiliar, feels like a threat to the system. It's not laziness, it's a deeply wired defense mechanism. Your own nervous system is betraying you, it's lying to you, telling you you're tired, telling you it's not important, telling you to do it tomorrow. And you believe it, every time, because it feels true. It feels like you, but it's not. It's a program running in the background, and you've never been given the code until now. We're going to rewire that program. Not with motivation, not with willpower. Those are gasoline thrown on a fire. They burn bright and then they're gone. We're going to use the brain's own machinery against it. We're going to talk about myelin. Think of your brain as a dark forest. Every thought, every action is a path through that forest. The first time you try something, you're hacking through the underbrush with a machete. It's slow, it's exhausting. Every step is a fight. But every time you walk that path, your brain does something remarkable. It paves it. It lays down a fatty sheath called myelin over those neural pathways. Myelin is insulation. It's the brain's pavement, and with that pavement, the signals fire faster, cleaner, with less effort. What was once a struggle becomes a highway. That's the transformation. That's the biological truth behind practice makes perfect. But here's the part everyone gets wrong. They think they need to hack through the forest for miles in one heroic, exhausting session. That's how you quit. The pavement isn't laid by the distance you cover in a day. It's laid by the consistency of your footsteps. A 5-minute walk every single day builds a better, stronger, more permanent road than a 20-mile forced march once a month. Your brain doesn't care about your epic effort. It cares about repetition. It cares about the signal. Show up. Do the thing, even if it's small, even if it's pathetic. The act of starting, the act of repeating, is the signal. That's the leak. You've been trying to hold your breath forever. Willpower is a finite resource. It's the prefrontal cortex, the conscious decision-making part of your brain, trying to muscle through. It's like using your bare hands to hold back a river. You can do it for a minute, maybe 5, then you get tired, then you fail, then you feel weak. That's not weakness, that's physiology. The goal isn't to become a willpower superhero. The goal is to make the river flow in a different direction. So we start with identity. Stop trying to push through. That's a war you will lose every time. Instead, ask a different question. Who would I need to be for this to feel natural? Not easy. Natural. If you want to run, don't start by forcing yourself to run. Start by becoming someone who moves their body daily. The action follows the identity. Your brain will fight a new action, but it will accept a new story about who you are. It's a quieter coup. You're not confronting the guard at the gate. You're building a new gate. So you've built the gate. You've started telling yourself a new story. I'm someone who moves. I'm someone who writes. Good. That's the quiet coup. Now we occupy the territory. This is where you build the road. Phase 2, the minimum viable action. This is the most misunderstood step in human history. You think you need to run 5 miles. You think you need to write a chapter. That's how you fail. That's your old brain setting a trap. A goal so big the resistance feels justified. Ignore it. Your job is not to achieve. Your job is to signal. Find the smallest, most pathetic version of the hard thing you can possibly do without laughing at yourself. 60 seconds of meditation, 2 push-ups, 1 sentence. That's it. The goal is so small that the resistance has nothing to grab onto. There's no threat. There's no massive energy expenditure. It's a neurological sneeze. You do it. You mark the calendar, and you walk away. That's the pavement. That single, consistent, repetitive action is the signal that tells your brain, this path is important. Pave this. Consistency over intensity. Every single time. Miss a day? The pavement doesn't crumble. Just get back on the path tomorrow. The brain doesn't count perfect streaks. It recognizes patterns. Now, phase 3. You're doing the thing, the small thing, and the feeling hits. That visceral, heavy, I don't want to feeling. That's the old defense system, the energy conservation protocol. Before, you fought it. You used willpower like a battering ram. And you lost. Now, you name it. You look it in the eye. Ah, there's the resistance. There's the old program trying to run. Then you reframe it. This is the critical pivot. That feeling of struggle, that desire to quit, is not a sign you're doing it wrong. It's the signal that you're doing it right. It's the feeling of the machete cutting the new path. It's the proof the pavement is being laid. The discomfort is the work. Welcome it. This feeling means I'm building. That reframe changes everything. It turns the enemy into a compass. Phase 4. Dopamine. We've been lied to about this chemical. It's not the reward at the end. It's the anticipation of the reward. It's the gas your brain gives you to pursue something. You can trigger it on purpose. You can wire it to the start of your hard thing. This is environmental engineering. Place your running shoes right where you'll trip over them, not in the closet, by the bed. Use one specific notebook, a good one, only for your writing. Make a cup of tea in the same mug before you sit down to work. These are not cute rituals. These are deliberate triggers. Your brain starts to associate the ritual with the dopamine hit. The shoes aren't a chore. They're a promise. The notebook isn't blank space. It's potential. You're not relying on motivation. You're building a trap for it. You're making starting the thing feel on a chemical level, like the good part. And then, phase 5. Voluntary discomfort. This sounds like madness. It's not. It's stress inoculation. You spend 5 minutes a day deliberately in mild, controlled discomfort, a cold shower at the end, holding a plank until you shake, reading a dense paragraph 3 times until you get it. You're not torturing yourself. You're expanding your window. You're teaching your nervous system in a safe, repeatable way that discomfort is not danger. It's just a sensation. It passes. And when the resistance hits for your real goal, the run, the writing, the hard conversation, your system has already been trained. The discomfort feels familiar, manageable. It's just another cold shower. You've done this before. You're not trying to become someone who never feels the resistance. You're becoming someone who feels it and knows what it is. A signal, not a stop sign. Here is the counterintuitive truth. You will not win a war of willpower. You cannot hold your breath forever. The goal was never to become the person who grits their teeth and muscles through. That person is exhausted. That person is one bad day away from collapse. The goal is to become the person for whom the hard thing is simply what you do. It's your new normal. The resistance fades not because you beat it, but because you built over it. You paved a highway on top of the old, overgrown path. You look at the run, the page, the difficult task, and the first thought isn't, I have to force myself. The first thought is, this is what I do. That's the finished road. That's the new default. Your brain is plastic. It adapts. It's the most powerful survival tool you have, and it's been working against you because you didn't speak its language. You were trying to give it commands. We gave it signals. Consistent, repetitive, undeniable signals. The small action, the named resistance, the triggered anticipation, the voluntary stretch. These aren't tips. They're a protocol, a systematic rewiring. You started with a story. You became someone new. You occupied the territory with actions so small they were bulletproof. You learned to read the resistance as a map, not a barrier. You engineered your environment to work for you, not against you. You expanded your capacity for discomfort on purpose, in the safety of a 5-minute cold shower, so the bigger discomforts lost their power to paralyze. This is biology. This is physics. This is stubbornness applied with precision. The person who finds it easy wasn't born that way. They built the pathways. They laid the pavement, one day at a time, one signal at a time. You don't need more willpower. You need better roads. So start small. Be ruthlessly consistent. Reframe the struggle. Your biology will catch up. It has no choice. It responds to the signals you give it. Give it the signal of repetition. Give it the signal of identity. Give it the signal of welcome discomfort. And one day, you'll realize the leak has been sealed. The energy you spent fighting yourself is now just motion. Forward motion. On a road you built yourself.